Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, how's it going? Guys, Vessel here, bringing you another Borderlands 3 modding video. So for those of you who have been with me for some time now, are probably familiar with the old save editor video I put out a few months ago. Unfortunately, that site was taken down for various reasons. We won't really get into that here, but I have good news. There's a new save editor that I'm going to show you guys how to use here today. And I think the best part about all of this, that the save editor is completely offline. So what does that mean? Download the save editor. Once you have it, you don't have to keep going back to the website to use it. You just have it on your hard drive and you can use it that way. Before we get into anything, again, I want to put out there, excuse me, that before you start modding anything or start making any changes, regardless of your skill level or confidence with modding on PC, rule number one, make a backup of your save files before you download or touch anything in any save folder. I don't want anyone to feel cheated or duped or tricked when they start modifying things go wrong, which they will. It's gone wrong for me as well. If your save file gets corrupted. So make a backup before you do anything else I'll show you in the video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'll go ahead and launch the game here, or at least start the game. And I'm going to just show you some of the items I already have in my inventory currently. Yes, they are modded. Hence me showing you modded items, modded videos. So kind of goes without saying, but I'm going to just show you what I already have in here. Then I can show you what changes we can make to the items. It's somewhat similar to the last video I put out about the save editor. The UI has changed a little bit, but the rules are still pretty much the same. So let's say, for example, you got a sniper rifle, a pistol, and an SMG here. And I'll show you why that matters in the editor. And what I'll do is I'll probably target, we'll target this pistol when we go in there, excuse me. We'll target this pistol when we go in the save editor. So as you can see, we got a pistol here. The first giveaway that is modded, if you don't know, is of course the value, the item score. And then the bigger giveaway is the magazine size, of course, at 0. There's only one gun in the game, to my knowledge, that comes with a magazine size of 0. And that is the Infinity Pistol by Vladoff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the save editor. I'm going to show you what we're going to do for this pistol right here. You can do anything else in here as well, but you can do it to the pistol. I'm going to do it to the pistol right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and quit. I wanted to show you that pistol was there. And what I do, I don't know if this is mandatory, but what I do is I switch off the character I'm going to mod. So I know I have 3 characters on my hard drive. I'm going to be modifying the siren, which you'll see is save 903. I'm going to switch to save 904 or 5, doesn't matter. As long as you're not on that save, so the changes will stick. When the changes stick, we can come back in game and we can see what we did. All right, so we'll go ahead and tab out of the game here. That's not it. And what I'll do for you to get the save editor, I already have it installed on my computer here. I will leave this site and this link right here, should I say, in the video description. You should simply be able to click on it. And when you click on it, you'll be taken here. Once you're here, you need to follow the instructions on how to download and install the save editor. Once you have the save editor installed, then that's where my video will become useful to you. If I get enough requests on how to install it, I might do a quick video on how to install it, but it's pretty straightforward. Just follow this here and you shouldn't have any issues. So here we are, save editor. Let's go ahead and show you how to use it. We'll go ahead and shrink this, and I'm looking for, I don't need that up there either. The other way, man. In my desktop, I don't know why I just did that. Kind of new move right there. All right, save editor right here. All right, of course you'll get this pop-up right here. Every time you click this program, you should get this little dialog one that pops up. Let's go ahead and hit yes to it. And the save editor will look like this. Now we can shrink this in the background. I'll go ahead and expand it. All right. So when you first come in here, it's going to ask you to pick a folder. I'm going to see if I can get back to that right there. How do I change the folder? Yeah, it's going to ask you to pick a folder location, and you're going to pick, of course, your path is going to be different in terms of the name, but you're always going to pick this folder right here, and I'll show you how to get to that. So again, real quick, anyone who's new to modding, your Borderlands 3 save files, if you're on Windows, are always in the same location every time. And that is documents. Where's it at? My games, Borderlands 3, save games. And then your folder will look different, of course, from mine, but go ahead and click in there and here are your save files. So Siren, Zane, and then Moe's. So the character files look like this, the save files look like this. Your profile data is your bank data. Again, I want to remind everybody. So if you delete your bank data or your profile data, you're deleting your bank. So keep in mind out for that. So the path for the save editor should look like this right here. Documents, my games, Borderlands, so on from there. As you can see here in the editor, it's the exact same thing. And of course, the editor will force you to do this when you first open it so it knows where to look. So when you're done, it should look similar to mine. As long as you can see your save files, then you're all set. All right. I'm going to show you your save file number. Of course, I know that my Siren is 903. Don't worry about anything else in here. The save editor has been updated recently before I made this video. So now it's going to, of course, give you the option. If you have a new character, you can give them, all the grenade slots, the shield slots. Of course, if you build a new character, weapon slots are going to be locked at 2, I believe. They're story mode dependent. So what you can do is go ahead and check these, get these open up right here. Ammo, of course, you can go ahead and max everything out right there. Now, let's just say, for example, it was like, 28, something like that. Or let's say you only had, 15 bullets in game and you didn't have money. You just come in here and hit max ammo. Of course, it's going to max everything out. SDU slots, of course, you can max these out as well. Let's just say, again, I'll just show you real quick. If you had like 3 there, 1 there, 4, whatever, we'll say 6 here. And then, of course, you hit max to put them all at the max level. Something that was recently added was the ability to add skill points to your character. This is not cheat engine, so you cannot stack or over buff the actual skill trees. You can just give your character skill points. So I believe the level cap right now is at 72. And I think you get like 70-ish, maybe 72, some in that area skill points. You don't get enough skill points to max out your full tree, but you can still give yourself more skill points with the editor now to max out the skill tree. So you can go ahead and just type them in there. And the way this works, so you have to hit save on every page, on every change you make, in order for it to stick in game. Let's say you wanted, I'll just put 5 extra, not 50, I said 5 right there. I want to give myself 5 more skill points. I would hit save. And then, of course, when I go back in game, I should see 5 skill points that are unspent. Getting over to the good stuff on how to actually modify weapons. When you click on the inventory tab, you'll be greeted with this window right here. All right. Real quick, I'm going to jump over. And for those of you who are probably like me, the UI was a bit small. So you can click on settings, and you can, of course, increase the size of it right there. It's small, as you can see. Put it back up. All right, I think that's how I had it. So back over to inventory. All right, so remember in the game I was showing you that pistol we were going to modify. I'll show you why that matters now. So what you can do, if you want to modify, pistols or ARs or grenades or shields, this does not have a sort option. As you can see, everything's kind of just thrown together in this list right here. And it can be a bit intimidating if you've never used this before. And if you are familiar with the save editors, then you still got to kind of scroll through and look for what you want. Cool thing about it now is that you can just type in pistols. It's going to show you, it's going to sort and show you all the pistols you have on your character. All right. So I do know that the pistol I want is not any of the heroes. It was a Jacob's pistol. So of course it's not the pistol right here. That's a torque. We don't want any of those. So it kind of gives me like a process of elimination. I know it's either this one or it was this one. All right. And it doesn't matter which one, because I don't have 2 of them on my character. Over here on the right side, it's going to show me all the parts I currently have on the gun. And over here in this column right here, it's going to show you what parts you can add. And I'll show you how to manipulate this a little bit better, so you can find extra parts, of course, to modify the gun to make it a little more powerful. So the pistol I was looking at in game was an element of, I think it was cryo. It should be here. Let me see. Oh yeah, here we are. That's fire. So I don't want that one. I want this one right here. If I just scroll down, of course. I was just looking at it. Oh, here we are. Element or cryo. All right. So now I know that the pistol I had in game was cryo. I'm on the right pistol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, I recommend doing this until you get really good with the modding as well. It's hit duplicate item. That way you have the original one and then you have the backup one that you're going to mess with in game. All right. So we have the pistol here, and you probably want to get to how to add things to this. This list over here on the available parts shows you everything that comes from the gun. Of course, it looks pretty limited. Of course, if you hit show all parts, the list becomes much more expansive, and you can scroll through and you can see you can put a lot more items on there. Now, of course, if you want to get carried away, you just scroll through and find damage, you know, and just stack a bunch of damage parts, or, you know, critical hit damage or something like that, reload speed, and so on and so on. One thing I want to point out real quick, I mentioned earlier that no weapon, to my knowledge, except the Vladoff Infinity Pistol has infinite ammo. A lot of you guys are probably wondering how that works. There is a, let's see if I can find it. Actually, it should be over here. If I just do it like this, I think I already saw it. You can search over here as well. So if you know what you're looking for, a magazine size, by default, this should have been over here in this right column. I just clicked on it, it popped up. And once you click on the item, it goes away, and vice versa. So be careful what you click on. So when you come in here, if a gun has an ammo count, which most of the guns in the game do, if you see magazine size, just simply click on it, it goes away. And of course, the magazine now becomes infinite in the game. So for demonstrational purposes, what I'll do is I'll purposely add this back right there. So when you go in the game, I'll have a second pistol that will have a magazine size of 6. All right, so let's say I want to go ahead and change the element of the gun. Let's say you wanted one of each element for whatever scenario. We'll go ahead and scroll down and find the element for it. Of course, they're sort of highlighted for you. So this one right now has the element of cryo. We're going to change that, and we can do it a couple different ways. You can just start typing. Does that work that way? I think it's ELE. Does it work that way? Oh, here's the thing. So by default, again, that gun, I think, only comes in one element. I could be wrong. What I'm going to do this right here. If I hit show all parts and try that one more time. There we go. Now it's going to show you. Okay, now it's going to show you all the possible elements to come on a Jacob's pistol. There we go. So by default, it's not going to show it to you. See, I type the word element there. Doesn't give it to me, and I hit show all parts. So if you ever come in looking for a gun and you want to add things to it that are not normally on that gun in the game, but are possible to add to it without breaking the gun, then you click on show all parts. And now, of course, you can see it's showing me all the elements right here. So this gun right here has the element of cryo on it. If I want to get rid of that, of course, I'm going to just click on it. And before you guys ask, no, you cannot put 2 elements on one gun. Unless it's a Molly 1 gun, then yes, Molly 1 weapons, some of them have dual elements, but most weapons in the game that come with 1 element are only allowed to have 1 element in the game. All right. So we're going to change this element right here, take it off of cryo, and we're going to just click on corrosive. All right. So when we go back in game, the second pistol should have an element of corrosive damage in there. Let's see, what else do I want to add on here? Of course, we'll clear that out of there so we can see the whole menu. And if I wanted to add, I guess, I don't know, critical hit. No, not critical hit damage. The gun's pretty powerful already. At least I could add critical hit to it. Let's see here. Weapon sway. If I just search crit, let's see what it does. Oh, it shows it to me right there. Okay. So a critical hit damage plus 10, reload speed, weapon sway. I don't really care about that. We'll go ahead and hit critical hit right there. Was that barrel accessory? Yes. We don't need reload time. Oh, this is really, really important. I almost forgot about this. Adding parts. All right. So you do have a limitation on the parts you can add. And how can you tell? 40 out of 63. And depending on what item you have when you get in game, it might have 15 items, it might have 25 items, it might have 30 items. But you can pretty much almost add whatever you want until you hit 63 items. Once you get to that point, then of course you're maxed out and you can't add anything to it. So in this case right here, this weapon, if I was modding it normally, how I would do it, I would take off, I'm going to take off any, well, I'll leave it there. It's a magazine size of 6. So if I'm making this gun have infinite ammo, I can go in here and take off anything that relates to ammo. So I was just looking at it under accessories, barrel accessory. I just saw it. Yep. So I'm looking through here and I see something. I know it's in here. It said reload speed. Where is it at? I'm not crazy. I know it's in here. Give me 1 second. You can't search it over here. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, here, right here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, reload time minus 10%. So I'm gonna take reload speed off of the gun because my ammo's infinite. I don't need to worry about reload speed. Click on it again on the slot back, and I can add something like if I just like damage. Let's see what that does. Materials. Doesn't sort that way, so it's not called damage. It's called DMG. I guess so. It just showed me everything that. Oh yeah, here we go. Damage. Well, sometimes the parts in here are not spelled all the way out. It might say DMG for damage. It's just something how to search it and it didn't pop up. I'm gonna add +10 to damage here. As you see, the parts to go up right here, 40 out of 63. And then I'll add something like let's see, accuracy is in here. Oh, what's this? Critical hit chance. Oh, elemental effect chance. Recoil height, reload time. Magazine size. If I just search for accuracy, let's see if that's a point. Yeah, mag size plus accuracy, critical hit damage, recoil height. I guess I'll add this in here right here. All right. We'll add one more. I guess that'd be good for now. And of course, if you click on the anointments, you can add up to 15 anointments with the gun, and you can kind of go from there by clicking on the available anointment slot right here. Let's clear this out. And of course, if you know the anointment name, which I don't know how you would know what it's called because it's kind of cryptic in game, you can of course search it and then put it on over here. So right now, an actual skill in, I don't really care about that. I'm going to change it on purpose. Let's see, what are we looking for? I'm going to just grab something randomly and throw it in here. All skill cooldown. Oh wait, I know what I want. I think it's called grasp. Let me see if I can. This might. Oh yeah, here you go. I love this part right here. Yeah, so siren grasp active. So I know that when I get in game, I know for a fact this one right here makes it where I think you get 150% weapon damage on the phase lock. I think that's what it does. We'll see when we get in game. Phase grip is active for more constantly triggers. Don't care about that. Yeah, we'll go with this right here. Phase gravity. Yeah, we'll go with this. All right. And gravity snare active. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, for now we'll go ahead and go with this, and we should be set. So what I'm going to do now to make this stick is I'm going to hit the save option. I'm going to go back in game. I should have that second pistol there, and it should have all those accessories on it. I think that's what I want to show you guys. Oh, currency. Of course, you can max out your bank currency right here. I'll just click there and there. I think you have the ability to do, excuse me, your profile data as well. In order for that to stick, you have to quit the game and then relaunch the game for the profile changes to stick. So I won't show you that here because I don't want to quit the game. But to get to it, of course, click on it. And then as you can already see, I've already done, where is it at? Keys. I've already maxed them out. Not that I need them, but just so you know how to do it. So we're pretty much set here. So we're going to go ahead. Only thing I want to point out is that I think that the editor, the way it works in terms of reloading the saves, is that when you go back in game and you want to make more changes, you have to close the editor and then come back to it again for that save file to be updated back into the editor again. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works, but that's how I was using it a couple of days ago when I first got it. So let me know how that works out for you. So now that we're back in game, load character, we'll come back to our siren now, and we should now have a second pistol in there with the changes that we made to it. It should be corrosive. It should have, of course, no magazine size, and the stats should be a little bit better as well. All right, so go ahead and pull this up here. So here's our regular one that we have it for, and then we can sort by type, and here our pistol is. Oh, yeah, see, so yeah, I left the magazine size on there. So as you can see now, if we compare it, the stats have gone up. We have worse accuracy. I don't know how I messed that up, but whatever. We have better handling, and of course the magazine size is now at 6. Yeah, and while there's the anointment at the bottom, while grasp is active, weapon damage is increased by 150. So there it is, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and of course anything I hit is going to be pretty much demolished by this right here. Let's go ahead and travel real quick. Go to my favorite test spot, which is, how I got this. Skip this in the background. Thank you. And I'll probably go back into the editor after this. I might even do it now and just take off the magazine side just to show you how that works there. If I got the right shield on. Yeah, I do. I might even go back in and try to improve the accuracy again. I don't know how I messed it up, but stick your head up. Of course, now you guys won't have the same explosive effect I had on the screen. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And the power of my character comes primarily from the destroys them, from the skill tree as well. But that's pretty much it, though. Wow, I think I might be on to something here. I didn't buff the critical hit damage. I don't think I did. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Oh, someone's behind me. Get away from me. Base damage is a little bit better. Okay. Let's go ahead and run up here. That's one thing I did. Oh, you know what? Let me quit being dumb, because you know what? I did buff the base damage. I'm retarded, yo. I was sitting here wondering why I was so much stronger. Like, man, why is it killing him like that? I did buff the base damage. Wow, okay. So it appears here we had a bit of a trade-off. We lost 10% accuracy, and we gained quite a bit of damage there. So that's why it is, running over in the way it is running over him. Let's change the guns and see how this performs. It might have the same effect. It might not, but I still want to just do it just to see. And you will have a lot of this going on. You will have a lot of in-game testing, in which you'll have to manage to, make these changes and see what does and doesn't work for you. You're going to have a lot of that, so get ready for it. Hold still, man. Look at this guy. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't finish him off as fast. Yeah, see, the damage is a little bit lower. So, a little bit of a balancing act there. Of course, the critical hit is going to wreck him. Let's come over here. Yep. So there it is. I think I might try to go back and add a, I think you could add like an ADS while movement speed kind of thing going on here. So your character is not, moving as slow. If you like that, you can probably look for it in there. Yeah. So there it is. I think let me just look here and see. I don't want that. I want this one right here. I'm gonna try to add some more accuracy to it. Take off that magazine size real quick. But yeah, at this point, the video is pretty much done. It's just me just demoing this. If you want to go ahead and click off, you can. If you want to go ahead and stay to the end of the video, I would appreciate that as well. I hear it runs the runtime up for the YouTube algorithm, makes the video look really cool. I don't know how or why that matters, but yeah. So we'll sort here again, pistols, and looking for the Jacob's pistol, the one I just made right here. Element, that's not it. It is this one right here. I wonder if I search the manufacturer, will that sort as well? JK. Oh, it does. Okay. So looking for this one. Let's see here. Where's the element at? Oh, corrosive. All right, here it is. Corrosive element. So we'll keep that there. We'll go ahead and knock off this magazine size, and we'll try to add I don't know what to add really at the top of my head. Why did we lose accuracy there? I'm curious as to why we lost accuracy. I would sit here and figure it out, but to make the video be like an extra hour long or half an hour long. I'm not gonna do that. But you guys get the idea behind the editor at this point. If you have any questions, or comments or any kind of corrections, feel free to go ahead and throw them in the comment section down below, and I will try to respond to you guys. If you made this Friday video, thank you guys for watching. You should be all set. I think I've covered everything. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.